U.S. has developed an aircraft that can wipe out a region in mere seconds. Sounds far-fetched? Well, it is absolutely not. The United States is a nation that boasts of really advanced military arsenals, and investing billions into the creation of more technologically advanced weapons is not new to them. This nation has recently set the pace with its new $350 million aircraft that the world is so scared of. Why is the world scared of this aircraft? Can this airfighter truly destroy a target in a matter of seconds? Join us as we explore the capabilities of the new $350 million stealth aircraft that could destroy the Mainland in just a matter of 30 seconds. This aircraft, the Northrop B-2 Spirit, also known as the stealth bomber, is a heavy bomber used by the United States Air Force. It makes use of special technology to avoid detection by radar and is designed to get past heavy anti-aircraft defenses. This subsonic aircraft, which looks like a flying wing and has a crew of 2, was primarily built by Northrop with help from Boeing, Hughes, and Vought. It was developed between 1989 and 2000. This bomber can carry both regular and nuclear bombs, including up to 8,500-pound GPS-guided bombs or 16 2,400-pound nuclear bombs. This bomber is the only aircraft currently in service that can carry large standoff weapons in stealth mode. Simply amazing! The development of this bomber began with the Advanced Technology Bomber Project during the Carter administration, which canceled the faster B-1A bomber because the new project looked promising. By the mid-1970s, military aircraft designers had discovered a groundbreaking way to evade missiles and enemy interceptors, a method we now know as stealth. The idea was to create aircraft with shapes and materials that reflected or absorbed radar signals, making them nearly invisible to radar detection. This meant that stealthy aircraft could fly undetected and avoid attacks from radar-dependent weapon systems. Although there were other detection methods, like infrared scanners and acoustic locators, their limited range and underdeveloped technology meant that most stealth aircraft could fly unnoticed, especially at night. In 1947, DARPA asked U.S. aviation companies to propose designs for aircraft that would be nearly invisible to radar. Northrop and McDonnell Douglas were initially chosen for further development, while Lockheed, with its experience from the A-12 and SR-71 projects, also joined the race. These projects had already featured several stealth innovations, such as angled vertical stabilizers, the use of composite materials, and radar-absorbing paint. A major advancement was the use of computer models to design aircraft with faceted surfaces that minimized radar reflections. Lockheed began developing these ideas in 1975 with the Have Blue project, an experimental aircraft to test stealth concepts. By the summer of 1975, DARPA had launched the Experimental Survivability Testbed Project, awarding contracts to Northrop and Lockheed for initial testing. Lockheed's success led to further development and the creation of the iconic F-117 stealth attack aircraft. Meanwhile, Northrop was working on its own classified stealth project, the Tacit Blue, at Area 51. This project, which began in 1979, developed key stealth technologies such as low observables, fly-by-wire systems, curved surfaces, composite materials, electronic intelligence, and battlefield surveillance capabilities. The stealth technology from Tacit Blue eventually contributed to the design of the B-2 stealth bomber, revolutionizing modern aerial combat. By 1976, stealth technology had advanced enough to make a long-range strategic stealth bomber a real possibility. President Jimmy Carter learned about these developments in 1977, leading to the cancellation of the B-1 bomber project. In early 1978, after the Have Blue stealth aircraft successfully demonstrated key concepts, further studies were ordered. During the 1980 presidential election campaign, Ronald Reagan criticized Carter for being weak on defense, using the B-1 cancellation as a prime example. In response, on August 22, that same year, the Carter administration revealed that the Department of Defense was developing stealth aircraft, including a new bomber. The Advanced Technology Bomber Program started in 1979 under the secretive code name Aurora. After several eliminations, the competition for the best company to entrust the development of this project to narrowed down to 2 teams, Northrop, Boeing, and Lockheed Rockwell. and they were both proposing flying wing designs. Northrop, with its experience from the YB-35 and YB-49 flying wing projects, presented a larger design, while Lockheed's design included a small tail. In 1979, designer Hal Markarian sketched a concept that closely resembled the final B-2 design. Initially, the Air Force planned to acquire 165 of these bombers. On October 20, 1981, Northrop's design, known as Senior Ice, was selected over Lockheed's Senior Peg, and the bomber was eventually designated B-2 and named Spirit. Midway through development, the B-2's mission profile shifted from high altitude to low altitude terrain following, delaying its first flight by 2 years and adding about $1 billion to the program's cost. By 1989, an estimated $23 billion had been secretly invested in the B-2's research and development. MIT engineers and scientists assessed the aircraft's mission effectiveness under a classified contract during the 1980s. Northrop was the prime contractor, with major subcontractors including Boeing, Raytheon, GE, and Vought Aircraft. During its design and development, the Northrop's program operated under such secrecy that it was classified as a black project that requires all personnel involved to have top-secret clearance. Despite this, it was slightly less secretive than the Lockheed F-117 program, with more federal officials aware of its existence and more information available about the project. Both during development and in service, extraordinary measures were taken to protect the B-2's design and technology. Anyone working on the B-2 needed special access clearance and underwent rigorous background checks by a specialized branch of the USAF. The project's secrecy extended to a former Ford automobile assembly plant in Pico Rivera, California, which was acquired and extensively rebuilt for the bomber's production. Employees there were sworn to secrecy, components were bought through front companies, military officials visited in civilian clothes, and staff were frequently subjected to polygraph tests. For years, almost all information about the program was withheld from the Government Accountability Office in Congress until the mid-1980s. The B-2 was first shown to the public on November 22, 1988, at the United States Air Force Plant 42 in Palmdale, California, where it was built. This event was highly restricted, and guests were not allowed to see the back of the bomber. However, editors from Aviation Week noticed there were no airspace restrictions above the site and took aerial photos of the aircraft's secret rear section, which included hidden engine exhausts. It was unlike any other bomber previously developed. Despite the workers being sworn to secrecy, especially relating to this new bomber, Northrop employee Thomas Patrick Cavanaugh was arrested for trying to sell classified information from the Pico Rivera factory to the Soviet Union. He was sentenced to life in prison in 1985, but was released on parole in 2001. That was not the only attempt to compromise the secrecy of this bomber. In October 2005, Noshir Gawadia, a design engineer who worked on the bomber's propulsion system, was also arrested for selling classified information to China. Gawadia was convicted and sentenced to 32 years in prison. Several upgrades have been made to the B-2 over the years. In 2008, its onboard computing architecture was redesigned, incorporating a new processing unit and a fiber optic network. Updates to the weapon control systems allowed for strikes on moving targets. But that's not all. A mind-blowing contract of $468 million was awarded in 2008 to modernize the radar system. And in 2010, new materials were developed for parts of the wing. Not long after, speculations about the B-2 being replaced by the F-35 or a new stealth bomber emerged. But in 2012, a $2 billion, 10-year modernization program was announced to update the bomber's avionics and equipment. Since then, the United States Air Force has continued to explore further advancements, maintaining the bomber's relevance until the B-21 Raider becomes operational in the mid-2020s. Due to its high costs and a small fleet size, the decision was made to retire the B-2 by 2032, with the B-21 Raider taking over its role as the main bomber. Another unique bomber, the B-52, will remain in service into the 2050s due to its lower maintenance costs and versatile capabilities. Let's take a look at the designs of the United States B-2 bomber. The bomber also is renowned for its sleek, futuristic design and unparalleled stealth capabilities, can carry out attack missions at heights of up to 50,000 feet, It is the second aircraft to feature advanced stealth technology, following the innovative Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk. Originally crafted as a nuclear bomber, the B-2 first saw combat in 1999 during the Kosovo War, where it delivered conventional, non-nuclear bombs. Since then, it has demonstrated its versatility in conflicts in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya. As of 2024, the United States Air Force has 19 B-2 bombers in active service. Unfortunately, one was lost in a crash in 2008 and another in 2022. The Air Force plans to keep the bomber in operation until 2032, when it will be succeeded by the next generation Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider, promising even greater advancements in stealth and combat capabilities. The B-2 Spirit, a marvel of modern aviation, was designed to execute critical penetration missions, allowing it to slip deep into enemy territory and deliver payloads, including nuclear weapons, with unmatched precision. This flying wing aircraft, devoid of a traditional fuselage or tail, boasts significant advantages over its predecessors. Its unique design combines low observable technologies with high aerodynamic efficiency and a substantial payload capacity, allowing it to operate at high altitudes with a greater range and an extensive field of view for its onboard sensors. This impressive aircraft has an unrefueled range of over 6,000 nautical miles and can extend its range to more than 10,000 nautical miles with just one mid-air refueling. Also, it can refuel every 6 hours at cruising altitude, taking on up to 50 short tons of fuel per session. The development of this bomber pushed the boundaries of computer-aided design and manufacturing technologies. This was essential to meet the complex flight characteristics and stringent low-visibility requirements necessary for the aircraft to evade detection. Flying the B-2 is a skilled group of approximately 80 pilots. Each mission requires a crew of 2, a pilot and a mission commander, with the option to include a third crew member if necessary. Unlike the B-1B, which requires a crew of 4, and the B-52, which needs 5, the B-2's high level of automation allows its crew to operate efficiently. Remarkably, one crew member can rest, use the onboard toilet, or prepare a hot meal while the other monitors the aircraft. Extensive research on sleep cycles and fatigue has been conducted to enhance crew performance during long missions. Advanced training for these elite pilots takes place at the USAF Weapons School, ensuring they are well prepared for the demands of flying this sophisticated aircraft. For aviation enthusiasts, the B-2 Spirit stands as the perfect definition of an advanced technology and innovative design that define modern military aviation. Its sleek, futuristic appearance and unparalleled capabilities make it a symbol of stealth and strategic prowess in the skies. In the days of the Cold War, this bomber was envisioned as the ultimate stealth weapon, designed to carry out top-secret nuclear strike missions deep into enemy territory, undetected and unreachable by enemy defenses. Its sleek design incorporates 2 internal bomb bays, where munitions are securely stowed away on rotary launchers or bomb racks, minimizing its radar visibility compared to external mounting. This formidable bomber can carry an astonishing 40,000 pounds of ordnance, including fearsome nuclear bombs like the B-61 and B-83, as well as the AGM-129 ACM cruise missile. However, with the collapse of the Soviet Union, the B-2's mission evolved to adapt to the changing geopolitical landscape. Equipped for both conventional precision strikes and strategic nuclear operations, it became a versatile force to be reckoned with. Its advanced GPS-aided targeting system, coupled with synthetic aperture radar, allows it to meticulously map out targets before deploying GPS-aided bombs or the deadly Joint Direct Attack munition. Over time, upgrades have boosted its capacity, enabling it to carry up to a staggering 80 JDAMs. However, its arsenal is not limited to nuclear weaponry. It packs a punch with an array of conventional bombs, including the Mark 82 and Mark 84, the CBU-87 combined effects munition, and the devastating CBU-97 sensor-fused weapon. In a demonstration of sheer power, it's even equipped to handle the massive ordnance penetrator, a colossal 30,000-pound bunker-busting bomb, with the capacity to carry 2 in its bomb bays. Looking to the future, the B-2 continues to evolve. Plans are in motion to outfit it with cutting-edge standoff munitions like the AGM-150 JASSM cruise missile and the long-range standoff weapon, potentially granting it standoff nuclear capability for the first time. As the skies continue to change, this bomber remains a formidable force, ready to adapt and conquer whatever challenges lie ahead. Imagine flying through the skies in a revolutionary aircraft designed not just to evade enemy radar, but to outmaneuver it at every turn. This bomber is the best at what it does. The B-2 Spirit boasts a groundbreaking quadruplex computer-controlled fly-by-wire flight control system that reacts to external conditions faster than the blink of an eye. Pitot static sensing plates feed crucial data to the flight computer, ensuring stability without compromising stealthiness. But it's not just about sleek technology. This bomber's flight engineers took inspiration from nature itself to master the art of stealth. This bomber boasts split brake rudders and differential thrusts seamlessly guiding the aircraft, while 4 pairs of control surfaces dance along the wing's trailing edge. At takeoff, all elevons remain drooped until the bomber reaches a critical airspeed, ensuring a smooth ascent into the heavens. Now, let's talk stealth. The B-2 is a master of disguise, equipped with multispectral camouflage that tricks enemy detection systems. From acoustic to infrared, this stealth marvel dodges detection like a ghost in the night. Its low observable profile slashes the need for extensive air cover, making it a true force multiplier in the skies. To stay invisible, every detail counts. An anti-reflective paint job keeps prying eyes at bay, while sophisticated contrail sensors ensure the bomber leaves no trace in the sky. And when maintenance time comes, a $5 million climate-controlled hangar becomes its fortress, protecting its precious stealth coating from the elements. But perhaps this bomber's most unique feature is its ability to outwit radar. Its flying wing design isn't just aerodynamically efficient, it's a masterpiece of radar evasion. By mimicking an infinite flat plate and minimizing vertical surfaces, it throws radar waves off its trail. Even as it nears enemy territory, it stealths up, vanishing from radar screens until the crucial moment of attack. If the B-21 is set to replace this unique aircraft, we might as well explore the capabilities of this bomber. The Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider is the next-generation bomber being built for the U.S. Air Force. This cutting-edge aircraft, part of the Long-Range Strike Bomber program, is designed for stealthy, long-distance missions capable of delivering both conventional and nuclear weapons. This bomber is not only set to replace the B-2 Spirit, but also the legendary B-52 Stratofortress. Afterward, the B-21 Raider promises to be a game-changer in aerial warfare. Its development marks a significant leap forward in military aviation, ensuring the United States maintains its strategic edge for decades to come. The secretive Long-Range Strike Bomber program started in 2011, with the United States Air Force formally seeking designs in July 2014. Northrop Grumman emerged victorious in October 2015, winning the contract to develop this advanced aircraft over Boeing and Lockheed Martin. The decision, upheld by the Government Accountability Office in 2016, hinged on cost. Unlike traditional military procurement, the B-21 program is managed by the Air Force Rapid Capabilities Office, yet still must report to Congress under Nunn-McCurdy requirements. The B-21 Raider is envisioned as more than just a bomber. It's set to be an intelligence hub, battle manager, and interceptor. In 2016, Air Force Secretary Deborah Lee James described it as a fifth-generation global precision attack platform with networked sensor capabilities. Northrop Grumman describes this knee bomber as the world's first sixth-generation aircraft, promising a revolutionary leap in global air power. At the 2016 Air Warfare Symposium, Air Force officials revealed the next big leap in aviation. The LRSB would be known as the B-21, marking the first bomber of the 21st century. By September 2016, it gained the evocative name Raider, honoring the legendary Doolittle Raiders. Retired Lieutenant Colonel Richard Cole, the last surviving Raider, was there for the historic naming ceremony. The Raider project is powered by top-tier suppliers, including Pratt & Whitney, BAE Systems, and Spirit Aerosystems. To keep costs down, its engines share similarities with the F-35 Pratt & Whitney F-135. The program reached a major milestone with its critical design review in December 2018. The biggest difference between the B-2 aircraft and B-21 is in their design process. The B-2 was created when engineers used slide rules and pocket calculators, which were considered high-tech at the time. On the other hand, the B-21 Raider was designed using modern computer technology. In January 2020, new renderings of this new bomber were unveiled, showcasing sleek, flush inlets and a distinctive two-wheel main landing gear. The design hints at a smaller, more agile aircraft compared to its predecessor, the B-2, promising a formidable addition to the Air Force's fleet. However, until the B-21 becomes fully operational and ready to take over previously developed bombers, the B-2 remains the beast that dominates the sky and sends fear through the frail hearts of the United States rivals. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.